Alright guys, so today we're going to take a look at the brand new Pamu Slide Mini. A little while back we took a look at the regular Pamu Slide and it actually became a huge hit. So now they're offering the Pamu Slide Mini where you can pick it up for only $69 on their site. But let's go ahead and check out some of the features and what it is you get inside the box. Now the first thing I want to point out is they still call this the Pamu Slide even though the case just opens. It doesn't slide at all. So I don't know why they stuck with the name other than the fact that the earbuds look exactly the same. Now as far as the tech that's inside of these, they use a Qualcomm 3020 chip, which means you're going to have a very stable connection. I didn't have any issues when it came to watching videos. I had no lag. And then on top of that, it also has aptX playback. So right out of the box, you're going to get some of the best Bluetooth quality that you can get. Now, as far as your IP rating, they are IPX6, so they are right up to the point of waterproof. So you can easily wear these and not have to worry about rain, even heavy splashes. I think you're going to be completely fine. Now, as far as inside the box, you do get the usual small, medium, and large silicone ear tips, but they also added another set, and both seem to focus on different things. One seems to focus a little bit more on the bass, while the other pair seems to focus a little bit more on the clarity. So it is nice that that's in the box that way. That way, depending on what it is you like to listen to, you have those options. And as far as your charging cable, I am happy to say that it comes with a USB-C cable. And on top of that, the battery life is some of the most impressive you're gonna get on an individual charge. Just on the earbuds themselves, you get around 10 hours. And then with the charging case, you get around 30. And if you do happen to pick them up and they are dead, a 5-minute charge is going to get you around an hour's worth of use. And on top of that, the case itself is actually a Qi wireless charging case. So you can just come in, drop it on a wireless charger, and it will start charging. Now, as far as the case goes, on the back you can see the USB-C input for charging, and then on the front you have indicator lights so that you know how much battery the case itself has. So now moving on to the earbuds. Now these have the stem style design, kind of like the AirPods do. They're a little bit bulkier and they're actually wrapped in a silicone around the outside. And that's actually important because that keeps these from moving around. In fact, they even say that these will not fall out of your ears. And I had no issues when it came to that. And on top of that, these do utilize touch controls, and I'm happy to say that these control everything. So I'm really appreciative that they did that because there's still a lot of companies that are only giving you certain controls and some are very limited. And the Pamu Slide Mini just said, no, we're gonna give you all of them. Just go and do what you need to do. And outside of that, if you do like to use your earbuds individually, you'll be happy to know that you can use either the left or the right. And then as far as using these for taking calls, they use dual mics for noise reduction, which basically means it's focusing in on your voice and eliminating a lot of the sounds around you. But you guys can be a judge by listening to a test here. Alright guys, so here is a mic test using the Pamu Slide Mini. This is just to give you an idea of what it would sound like if you were to take a call. And so here is a mic test with a crowd noise being played in the background so that you get an idea of what it would sound like if you took a call in public. Alright, so now let's talk about the sound. The sound of these are really impressive. I mean, especially for a pair that you're picking up for under $70. But what these do is they have a moving coil speaker inside. So what that's doing is allowing the bass to kind of move around a little bit and not get as congested with the mids and the treble. And that's where the focus kind of sits on these. It definitely has a very thick, punchy bass. These kind of lean more to the warmer sound signature. The bass picks up all the way down to 10 hertz. So you're picking up some very low frequencies that a lot of earbuds just don't even bother to get close to. So if you are a bass head, you will absolutely love these. But on top of that, if you still like your clarity, if you still like to hear vocals very well, you'd still like to hear the details in music, these don't lack in that either. The mids on these I think sound excellent. I think they pick up vocals very well. There's still a lot of detail to pick up in male and female vocals, and it just does a great job on those two frequencies. Now I will say with the treble, I wish it had maybe just a little bit more boost, just simply because there is so much emphasis on the bass, and the mids are also being pushed forward as well, where it feels like sometimes you want a little bit more brightness out of the treble. I'm not saying that it's lacking it in any means, but I think whenever you boost a lot of the other frequencies, you still have to boost the treble to kind of balance that out a little bit. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't feel completely balanced, and the advantage to this is if you want to switch over to the ear tips, that allows you to hear a little bit more focus on the treble, and that one seems to do the better job of kind of balancing these out. If you're somebody that likes to listen to more acoustic style music or genres that are a little bit more focused on the mid to treble side, you might be turned off a little bit because the bass is so strong. But for pretty much every other genre, these sound great with metal. This sounds great with pop, hip hop, a lot of dance music. It really does boost a lot of your music because of the bass that these have. Now, as far as your soundstage and sound imaging, this is not a very large open sounding earbud. I would say it's closer to like a medium-sized room. As far as being able to tell where things are coming from, it doesn't sound as open. It really sounds more like you have like 2 club-sized speakers in front of you. So you're just getting a lot of this just right here in your face, but without missing any detail. So I think that's like the best way to describe these. Now, as far as my cons go, the sound signature may be my only thing I would tweak a little bit. I still think it needs a little bit more boost with the treble, but overall, again, I think this is going to be pleasing to a lot of people. But guys, that is my video on the brand new Pamu Slide Mini. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.